Okay, so here's the thing. You're sitting at your desk, you check your phone, and there it is. The notification we all love, a $5,000 deposit. It's a 5% raise from last year, and for a second, you feel like you finally made it. You're thinking about that weekend trip or maybe finally upgrading your tech, but then 2 weeks later, you're looking at your balance and wait, where did it all go? You haven't bought anything crazy. No designer bags, no spontaneous flights to Vegas. Just life. You know what's wild? Your paycheck says you're richer, but your bank account is telling a completely different story. It's like your money is on a diet you didn't sign up for. Let that sink in for a moment. This is what economics call the money illusion. It's the psychological trap of focusing on the big number on your check while ignoring what that number actually buys you at the store. 3 years ago, a premium latte was $4. Today, you're looking at $6.75. That's nearly $7 for bean water and milk. Your income went up 14%, sure, but your rent, that's up 22%. The math just isn't mathing. Have you noticed this at the grocery store lately? Does it feel like you're paying organic prices for the basic generic stuff? It's not just you. This is the part that blew my mind when I started digging into the data. Now, let's get into the mechanics of why this is happening. Think of your salary like a bucket of water. Every time you get a raise, it's like someone is pouring more water into the top. That's your nominal income, the sticker price of your labor. But here's where it gets tricky. Your bucket has holes in it. A lot of them. These holes represent your fixed costs, and right now, they're widening faster than the water is coming in. Economists call what's left in the bucket your real income. That's your actual purchasing power. And in 2026, the leaks are massive. Take auto insurance, for example, it's up 41%, electricity up 15%. Your home internet just jumped 20% because federal subsidies expired. So you get a 5% raise, but your insurance alone eats half of that before you even buy a gallon of milk. I know, it sounds crazy, but the numbers don't lie. When your sticker price goes up by 5, but the cost of just existing goes up by 8, you didn't actually get a raise. You got a 3% pay cut wrapped in a congratulations email from HR. It's a fascinating, if slightly annoying, piece of accounting magic. But wait, there's more to this story because it isn't just inflation doing this, it's by design. This is the part nobody talks about, the global digital web. We're living in the age of streamflation. Remember when Netflix was $10 and that was it? Now, between the ad-free tiers, Disney Plus, Max, and everything else, the average household is dropping $112 a month on streaming alone. That's nearly 40% more than just 3 years ago. The companies behind these services are geniuses at something called inattentional blindness. They know you're focused on that big $5,000 paycheck. So they slip in a $2 hike here, a $3 service fee there. It feels small, right? Like it's just the price of a coffee. But when every company you interact with does the same thing, it's death by 1,000 cuts. And it's not just entertainment. Your rent is likely being set by a corporate algorithm that's designed to squeeze every possible cent out of the local market. SaaS and insurance companies hit record high margins last year. Why? Because they're standing under your leaky bucket with a cup, catching the surplus before you even realize it's gone. Honestly, this is the part that changed how I think about my own subscription list. Have you looked at your recurring charges lately? It's a jungle out there. Let me put this in perspective. Imagine your grandparents back in 1974. They were dealing with the Great Inflation. Back then, inflation was physical. You could see it. You felt it when you couldn't buy a steak or when the line at the gas station was 3 blocks long. They fought back by eating less meat and carpooling. It was a visible battle. But 2026 is different. Our inflation is digital and automated. Our stakes are our high-speed internet and our 5 different streaming platforms. We've been conditioned to think these are essential utilities, so we don't cut them. We're 82% similar to the 1974 crisis in terms of data, but we're much slower to react. Our grandparents saw the price of ground chuck hit $6.42 a pound and they stopped buying it. We see our digital bundle hit $150 and we just let the autopay run. Here's where it gets strange. We're making more nominal money than any generation in history, but we're arguably the most squizzed because our leaks are invisible. The game has changed, which means we have to change how we play it. So how do we win in 2026? It starts by ignoring the big number on your check. That $5,000 is a ghost. Instead, start measuring your success by your monthly surplus. What's left after the digital leeches take their cut? If your surplus isn't growing, your wealth isn't growing. Period. You need to audit your zero balance wallet triggers. Look for those small $3 increases and treat them with the same gravity you'd treat a $100 bill falling out of your pocket. Because at the end of the day, a raise isn't a raise if it doesn't stay in your pocket. It's just a transfer of wealth from your boss to your insurance company and your streaming app. So what would you do differently now that you know the money illusion is real? Are you going to keep chasing the big number? Or are you going to start plugging the leaks? I'm genuinely curious. Drop a comment if you found a weird hidden fee or a subscription you finally killed. Stop looking at the check and start looking at the statement. That's where your real raise is hiding.